A couple hours ago, I sat down to record a video called The Art of Creativity. As I was sitting down and recording, something really interesting hit me. And I realized that I was making a video about creativity, but I wasn't even being creative. I was sitting down with a script, just like every other YouTuber ever, and reading the words. And I just began to think, like, what am I doing? This is something that I want to do for a long time. I want to be creative. I want to make videos. I like doing this. And, even though I haven't been doing it for a long time, I enjoy it. And I was saying to myself, like, the people you want to help, like, do they really, really, really care about this? The reason I was in this state of mind was because I'd been so caught up in what every other successful YouTuber has been doing. And it's exactly what I described, is sit down and with a script, talk about a topic, and that's it. And it was just so painful. And it was probably because I was not being myself. I was speaking words and I wasn't even thinking about it. I'm going to take this Rubik's Cube, I'm going to solve it. I'm just going to talk and see what happens, because I don't want to be that person who just does stuff just to do stuff. I want everything that I do to have an intention behind it. And when I'm recording videos and I don't know what I'm even trying to say, like, I said like multiple times, I was like, what am I even trying to say? Because I had this script that I've been working on for 6 or 7 days, and I was like, I got to a point where I was just repeating stuff that I had written and read over and over again, like it was almost robotic. And it actually it really pissed me off. Like, this is much more enjoyable, even though I'm having trouble trying to like figure out what I'm trying to say because I'm doing multiple things at once. This is what I like doing. I like doing random shit that is like almost mentally challenging. Like, I'm trying to talk and I'm also trying to solve this stupid cube at the same time. Not stupid. I like this cube. I've had this for a while. I talk so much about how important it is to understand where your focus and where your attention is actually going. And I myself fell victim to it. I fell victim to my attention and my focus getting taken somewhere that was not where I wanted it to be. And that attention, that focus was on what other YouTubers were doing. And it's so easy to see other people who are doing well at something and feel like you have to copy them and replicate what they're doing. And I know that there's no point of covering up like parts of my personality because it wouldn't do well on social media. There is really nothing better than being appreciated for who you are. I don't care what you say. I grew up watching lots of David Lade, and he just made, vlogs going to the gym, and it was just authentic. There was no planning. There was no like, oh, what am I going to say? What kind of words am I going to write? Like, it was just, he did what he loved doing, and people loved watching him do what he loved doing. I played sports my entire life. And when I went to college, I didn't have anywhere to channel any sort of competitive energy. I was just a normal person. And it almost made me, it did not work well for me. There was something about it that just never clicked. I had to be doing something. I had to be improving at something, or else I just felt like I was dying. And like, yeah, I can improve at school. What fun is that? This is probably so funny because there's just cars driving by and I'm just solving a Rubik's Cube talking to a camera. I really just wanted to make this video because even the people that think they understand, they really know where their attention is going, and it's not always the case. I'd never even realized it. And to be honest, right now, I can't even tell if what I'm saying is making sense because like I'm doing two things at once, but like this is just so entertaining to me. I'm almost done with this, by the way. I'm just gonna make sure I still remember how to do this. Almost. My goal for all of this is to help people. I don't know. I don't really even like talking about myself that much. I like talking about things that I've learned and things that can help other people. But focus. People think focus and like there's this concept of deep work where you outline tasks that you have to do, like 5 or 6 tasks. You sit down, you turn your phone off, and you don't get up until you get all those tasks done. And this could be like, this is very popular in the Twitter space with creators where they'll spend, I don't know, 4 hours writing content, writing newsletters, building products. But this applies like everywhere else. In the gym, I see people go into the gym all the time and they'll be on their phones talking to their friends, like, and then they'll be in there for 2 hours and then brag about being in there for 2 hours when only 30 minutes of that time was spent working out and only 20 minutes of that time was actually focused on the lift itself. Everything you do can be broken down and can be acted on with a focused intention behind it. But at the same time, there are things that you don't always want to be focused on. When I was talking about creativity, sometimes the best way to bring it out is by not focusing on anything at all. Because productivity is like shooting a sniper rifle. And it's like where you are focused and honed in on one singular task or goal, just locked in, narrow focus. And creativity would be like a shotgun, where your mind is free to wander in all sorts of different directions. And there's really not a single specific thing you're trying to accomplish. People don't understand what state of mind they're in at any point in time. And so right now, I don't even know, to be honest. Because technically you could say I'm in a narrow focus. I'm just focused on making this video, but I'm also being creative. And my mind is not really in one specific place. I'm solving Rubik's Cubes and talking to a camera while I'm outside and it's cold. I don't know if I'm being super productive, but like this almost gets taken away from people. Even the awareness of beginning to understand what state of mind you're in, like TikTok and short form videos. People will scroll endlessly for hours. And that's another thing. When I was thinking about what I was going to do when I was going to edit that creativity video, I was thinking like, this is going to be another one of those videos that is just like sharply edited, lots of cuts and like very minimal space for silence. I don't want the people that watch my videos to get in the habit or get rewarded for having a short attention span. That is the last thing I want. Because I firmly believe that having freedom of mind or peace of mind and just the ability to sit down and just listen and just be calm without having something stimulate your brain 24/7. And I just think people need more outlets for that, because everybody on this platform, from what I can see, is kind of just bought into the idea that they need to make high converting content, big thumbnails, like lots of edits, lots of subtitles. I don't know if I like that. The point is, I don't want to even look at what everyone else is doing. Because why? Why would I replicate what they're doing if I have my own unique perspectives and I have my own idea of what I want to do with videos? Like, I still don't know. I'm still figuring it out. But the point is that I don't want to feel like I have to act a certain way or talk a certain way. Or I'm 22 years old. Like, I'm still technically in college, boxing a lot. I want to take that as far as I can. I want to do YouTube as much as I can. I want to be creative as much as I can. Like, boxing is a great outlet because you can never get too good at it. You can never get too good at boxing. You can never get, I love playing chess. You can never get too good at chess. Like this, YouTube. You can never get too good at making videos, or you can never get too many subscribers. And that is just so appealing to me for whatever reason. Honestly, I'm making this video for myself more than anyone, to keep myself accountable, to make sure that I don't fall off track and I don't fall into the trap of doing what everyone else is doing just because it does well. That's all I can think about right now. I did solve this cube. If you want a tutorial, actually that's fucking, I might make a tutorial on how to make a YouTube video. I don't even know how to make a YouTube video. How can I make a tutorial about that? How to solve a Rubik's Cube. That would be a great tutorial. That's genius, right? Like, subscribe or not. Peace out.